Hello YouTube, welcome back to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition and our quest to do it on hardcore mode. We rescued Dinah here. I'm pretty happy about that, and now let's check out this cool looking fortress and then we will head back and let's see. Quests. We have the captain that is still missing. We don't know really where he is, so we are not going to go search for him. And we have to take a look at the mines. There we can do Joseph's wife. This is the man of, or the husband of a woman we met. We will try to find him in the mines, and maybe we stumble about some winter wolves, so we can take back the wolf pelts. But other than that, nothing to do. So, and very important. So next target will be the mines, or next stop will be the mines. But first, let's take a look. I have done some things, some new formations. I have put to the quick slots. You can change them by right-clicking on them. Which one did I have here? I think this one. So this is good for circumventing the pathfinding problems we experienced. Now I set them just to follow my main character, so that should help them to navigate the stairs, or the steps, the stairs? Yeah, the stairs. And should make things a little bit easier. And another thing, very important on this difficulty level, is to always check the stats of your characters. So let's take a look here. No, here. So we see we have a very good armor class, already -4, so that's adds 4 to the taco. The taco is based on what you have to roll to hit armor class 0. So I would need to roll a 17 to hit myself. And the taco, obviously very important too. That's the damage we're going to do. And if we go through our characters here, we see armor class 3 and taco 17. That's way worse than myself. So no wonder my character is doing all the killing. You can take a look here at information. So I did 65% of all kills, and the strongest enemy I dealt with was Silke. And most, well, that's don't know how to explain it. That's a percentage of the kills, and that's the total experience value out of the kills. So in terms of share, when looking at bigger enemies that give more experience, my share on the kills is even higher. That's no wonder, because they tend to have a higher armor class, so more difficult to hit them for the others. So let's go back here. So Imoen, decent taco, but not great. And now let's take a look at Jaheira. All of a sudden, with the upgrade in dexterity, let's take a look at this. She goes from not that great to very great, and she now even qualifies as a tank, I guess. She has a lot of hit points. Good chance to hit. Better with the sling, but well, never mind. And good armor class. And that Yeah, I'm a better tank still, but I don't want to risk it because, yeah, your main character is not allowed to die. And yeah, the other characters. Let's take a look at Rashad. He is pretty useless. And let's take a look here. Doesn't change. If I take, what is this? The Ninjato or the fists, but the number of attacks change. He can hit more often with his fists, so we will take away his weapon. But I think there's a problem here. Yeah, we can switch to fists. Okay. Yeah, and Nira, she has a very slim chance of actually hitting something. But at least 6 kills. Better than nothing. And yeah, the most powerful enemy she got was a wolf. So yeah, that's the fate of a mage. In the beginning, they're only, yeah, some kind of support, but in the end, they will get ridiculously powerful. So, always very important to know how the stats of your people are. So, Jaheira, frontline duty, myself, maybe frontline duty or backup, we'll see. But for now, all are following very nicely behind me. That's great, much better now. But there could be a problem now that we get stuck on. Yeah, I think we can deal with the swords. We will. Well, that's a lot of them, but I will block the entrance, I guess. And the others will try to hit something. No, that's a bad idea. Nah, that's completely bad idea. Let's get down. I hope we're not blocking ourselves completely. Yeah, and now we can hit them on the stairs. That's much better. Yeah, and this Knoll has some serious teleportation or stealth effect on him. Yeah, let's concentrate on him. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, at least we got him. Phew, yeah, that was some serious bad positioning. Not happy about my performance here, but we are still alive. That's what counts in the end. Very bad planning on my side. Just wanted to show off the new or the feature where they are following. That turned out to be not the greatest option. So let's take a look at the final parts of this ancient fortress. Seems we're unable to get here. Doesn't matter. Should be nothing there. But at least they're following. No respawns, that's nice. Yeah, but this was some serious fighting when you look at the bodies. And now we have to check out the surrounding. Yeah, that doesn't work out great either. They are lagging behind. So let's switch back to this protective formation. And let's get here to her new duty. And the gnolls are not that stupid. They're quickly changing targets. This makes them much more difficult to fight than, let's say, yeah, Ogre. Don't want to leave the money behind. Or maybe I'm just making this up, I don't know. That's my impression at least, but hard to tell in those close quarters here. For Russia, it seems. More of them. But that should be it. But with the recent level ups, our party is much stronger. Not to forget the new equipment. So I'm very confident we can deal with quests like this one in the future. So the mines should be no problem at all. Yeah, we don't want to rush it in the front. Whom he is attacking. That was a serious hit. Yeah, but we can deal with the gnolls. No problem. Always switch back to ranged weapons. Would be nice if there are some shortcuts or don't know. If they would automatically choose their weapons. You can use a ice script that switches to melee weapons when they're in close combat, but they don't switch back. That's the problem, so it doesn't help that much. Yeah, the gnolls have a lot of spells on them. That's great. We absolutely do need them. Once we find a potion that increases our intelligence, we can learn a lot of spells, and this turn leads to more experience and great all around. So there's nothing there, and we can't go. Yeah, let's take a look, just to completely uncover the whole map. It's really nice looking, and I think there's an ancient site somewhere. I forgot the name of it, but I have been there. There are photos on the internet. You will easily find them. Yeah, this basically is copied from that one. Didn't notice that, but once you see it, the similarities are obvious. So maybe I'll put the link in the description for the real Knoll Fortress. Yeah, and there's a way leading down there. On my first playthrough, I thought this is a dead end. It looks like a dead end for sure. So I had no idea why is this huge inaccessible part here. Because if you check, there doesn't seem to be a way. But yeah, there is. Now if you look closely, you see this is just an optical illusion. A very high rock. But this really is a dead end. Yeah, I guess. Magical sword appearance. But those are no threat anymore, even in bigger numbers. You're very much in control now. Like I said, it really helps if you have a second character that can constantly hit enemies. And Imoen, she will become a killing machine later on. Once her taco goes down a little bit and she has better equipment, she's absolutely deadly with her bow. And there are some caves in these walls, in this yeah, but sometimes I'm a little bit lazy switching the weapons. Shouldn't do that. And yeah, let's not forget to switch back, but we have no healing power left. So yeah, let's be a little bit more careful. Overconfidence is the first step to failure. That's for sure. Yeah, and here's one of the caves, so let's send. Yeah, wow. Let's lure them out here. Don't like those situations where you get instantly swarmed once you're inside. Easier to do it like that. And yeah, the problem is you don't go yeah, this time we entered the cave pretty normal, but sometimes you kind of beam into it and then you're spread out like this and the enemy is all between you people. But there seems to be nothing in here. But I'm pretty sure we can find more of those caves here. More of them. And we're completely blocking ourselves now. Yeah, but like I said, Jaheira, pretty good tank now. At least against this very low level enemies. She can handle herself. And we're collecting a lot of money here. That adds up. Yeah, and 2 more caves here. Let's use our proven and tested strategy once again. Lure them out and ambush them. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Here we go. And let's take a look. Potion of mind focused. Yeah, here we go. +3 intelligence. Well, I think we can collect more spells still. Well, carrying crawler. Those are dangerous enemies. I think they have a low armor class, so very easy to hit. But once they're close, you get really dangerous, because I think, yeah, pretty much like undead creatures, they have the ability to stun. So, and I think for this one I will be the bait. Well, too good. Don't worry, I got this. Epic sword fight. And it's possible to do a solo run on Baldur's Gate. I've never tried that. But you need a very versatile character. So thieving ability is a must. Yeah, now this is interesting. A tomb. And those books usually increase one of your basic stats by 1. So that's one of the most valuable items in the whole game. And yeah.
There's something most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
I think with that, we're pretty much ready to go now. I think there is a way. Is there? Yeah, there is. Very hidden. But now we are ready, so we only have to find a way out here. Nope, we cannot go to this side, so we have to leave the map like this, and most likely we will stumble about, or yeah, we'll meet more Xrarts here. Like I said, the respawn rate here is ridiculous. Nope. Think we're clear. So let's head home and rent the best room we can get. We've earned a good night's sleep. And let's hope that we do not run into any ogre mages on the way. But yeah, Nashkel, here we come again. It almost feels like home now. And that's the thing I like about those games. In the beginning, when you first come to a place, it's all strange and mysterious, and you're uncomfortable trying to find your way around. And after a while, it's, yeah, you know everyone, you know where to go, whom to talk to. And let's get rid of all the things here. Collected a lot of treasures on our way. Yeah, he doesn't buy the potion, but yeah, that's no problem. But we need to stock up a little bit here. And especially bullets we're running out of. I think other than that, this is still too expensive. Once our reputation grows, we can afford a large shield. Especially Chihiro needs one. But other than that, it doesn't sell any interesting things. So...
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
Yeah. No?
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
We are heading for the inn, guys. Don't worry. Almost there. So here we go. Give us your best room. Noble. Yeah, would take the royal if we had one. Yeah, and with that, see you next time.